So in this video, I am not going to do stuff on Ableton much, but I am going to talk about 3 stuff that are important to note when arranging music. And that's building tension, cohesion in a track, and how to bend the rules. I've talked a little about this in every of my previous videos because it is something that has to be understood and is something that you can't really work on with theories and with execution. It's something you learn more based on observation and habits and how much you've kept a critical ear listening to different songs and albums that you feel were the most cohesive to you. So first of all, building tension is something that you do by adding enough build-ups, enough breaks, by using the good techniques to kind of tell your story, by using everything you've learned in the previous masterclass of my Zenon colleagues, and basically try to fit them all in your own personal preferences. That's how you will be able to create a cohesive structure, by making it all you, yourself, your story. If you take every single piece of elements, of technical elements that you can find on the internet, and do them separately of each other without thinking about their relations to each other, that's where you start to lose cohesion, because you will have a nice kick bass, a nice lead, nice pads, nice drums, but were they really all made to fit each other in a complete track? That's up to you to do that. That's up to you to know that. That's something that will come with experience, and the moment when you will know how to describe, to recognize what is cohesive between the elements you've just created, why this kick fits better with this lead, why this lead fits better with this pad, because they have similar way they are building up, they have similar frequencies, they are complementary with each other. That's how you create a cohesive structure that is holding it all together. There's many ways to try to understand it and to add experience to yourself. You can emulate song structures of artists that you think have the cohesive quality you're looking for, even if those tracks don't end up being used for anything, like even if the stuff you do doesn't reach a complete and releasable form. The single act of creating that structure will teach you how to cater your work to a song structure and how to keep things cohesive. It's like it's by repeating and trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing that you will be able to create and to not even think about it. Like I can build stuff that are pretty cohesive without me having to think about how to create cohesion. That's because I know now what my preferences are, and I know which kind of pads will fit with which kind of stuff. And sometimes it fails. Like sometimes I will do a kick bass, and I will try to arrange with everything else that I've done, and it will suck. Like it will be terrible. So I will just go back to the kick bass and change it. And that's when you grow up in your music production. The moment you stop clinging on stuff for what they are, but think of stuff as an entire track. That's when you can save this particular kick bass to another track and recreate one to fit your actual track. That's how you keep cohesion. The most important elements to this lesson is you have to try and you have to have fun. You have to listen to what you've done. You have to listen to what others have done. And the thing that taught me the most about cohesion and about all of that, all of arranging and everything, was listening to the albums I felt most secure about and the stuff I could relate the most to, and bring it to my own creations. And that's how you make your own unique variation to a genre. That's how most of us on Zenon record have unique sounds, and it's all different for each other. So let's say, for example, you really, really love Chromagon, and you relate the most to the way it structures this track. You can listen to Chromagon again and again and try to incorporate it in the way you produce music and learn why does the leads he used are so cohesive and fit so well with the pads he used, and how these pads are going well with his kick bass, because every frequencies are well catered and there's nothing overshadowing something else. So yeah, just keep practicing, keep listening, keep doing stuff. The only limit is your imagination, for real. Like, once you've mastered the objectivity of the theory, you know why to use verses, you know why to use choruses, you know why to add bridge, the reason why you use build-ups to keep tension and all of that. So just everything that I've explained before. And once you know that, you are free to bend everything to your preferences. You are free to bend the rules. That's the last point of my masterclass. There is no rule once you've mastered the very basic. If you've mastered the logic behind music creation, you are free to create your own genre. You are free to create everything. Not everyone will be able to do it because it takes a lot of time, but we are all learning and evolving at different paces, and that's perfectly fine. It comes naturally. You're free to do whatever you want. And that's how I think I was released on Xenon Record, is because I didn't try to make Xenon music. I loved Xenon music, and I wanted to do my own iteration of what Xenon music would sound like for me. And that's basically how I've done it. I've bent the rules many times by not using classic song structure, like in my remix of Loonstyle, where you have 4 different choruses and then triplets and IDM and downtempo in the middle of the track. So yeah, I just have to do what you gotta do.